Okay, here we go. We got an equation, and it's a times b to the x. Does anybody know what a is? No, like just in general. No matter what I gave you, what's a going to be? Somewhere on the graph. It's the y-intercept. A represents your y-intercept. It is where we have a 0 and then some y value. What about b? What does b represent? Then it'd be an x. The slope? The constant multiplier. So if they're doubling, it would be. If they're doubling, it would be 2. If they're tripling, it would be. If they're being cut in half, it'd be 1/2. Got it? Okay, so here we go. Given 2 points, 5 snakes were originally bought to Guam in 1950. How many snakes? 5. At time 0, they had 5 snakes. So this is x equals 0 at 1950. That's our starting point, but we're not going to type 1955. Okay, we're going to let that be our start. In 2010, which is how many years later? 60 years later, there are 2 million snakes. So now we need to write an equation that represents the brown snake population from 1950 to 2010. We have 2 points. So let's see, our A value is what? 5. And do we know the B value? No. So then we're going to take this and we're going to plug in our other point, correct? So we're going to plug in 2 million equals 5b to the 60. And we're going to solve for it. So how would we solve for this? That's the x value. I plugged in the point, right? Okay, so here we go. We're going to take 2 million and we're going to divide it by 5. And then we have b to the 60. Now, one of the ways we can get that, oh no, we haven't learned that yet. Okay, so now what could we do? How do I get the 60 to go away? Raise it to the 1/60th, right? So that means this gets raised to the 1/60th. So I have b equals 2 million over 5 to the 1/60th.
Why would you divide 2 million by 5?
We're going to. Oh. So now that you got b by itself, why don't we go ahead and put 2 million divided by 5 in parentheses so you can raise the whole thing to the 1/60th. Don't know. Okay. Yes. So now type 400,000 to the 1/60th. Use the caret. Once you get up there, you can just do 1 divided by 60. $1.23985. Something like that. Now they're asking what was the population in 2000. Okay, so when was 2000 in regards to 1950?
50 years.
So we can say y equals 5 times 1.23985 to the 50. And what do we get? Two, 3, 3, 0, what?
3, 8,
and then a decimal point?
Yeah.
Do we got a second for that?
Yeah.
Did you actually type it in?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I don't.
Yeah, faith.
Bring here, let me see.
Yeah, faith. You're 100% you wasted it.
Let me see.
I did.
It is there.
And that's what you got too?
Yeah,
I didn't get that, but I also think I got something
Yep.
else.
Okie doke. There we go. Not too bad. Click home one no. I'm trying to remember something and I can't remember it. Home one no, lists and spreadsheets. Go up in the A box and put an X. Go up in the B box and put a Y.
Would you put the 50 in there, or would it be 150? 150th, I guess.
Okay.
No, it's just 50.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to put 0.5 for a point and 62 million for the other point. Listen, spreadsheets.
2 million, so 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6.
Okay, go up to C1 when you get that done.
Wait, how many zeros are there?
6.
C1.
C1. I want you to be in a white spot, no gray. Are we there?
Yep.
Menu, statistics, stat calculations, exponential.
Exponential regression.
Uh-huh. X, then Y. Enter, enter. Just push enter, enter, dear. Did you get your X and your Y? Just push enter, enter. Did it give it to you?
Yeah.
So if you have 2 points, you could also plug it in the list of spreadsheets.
The A is 5, 1.2395.
And notice how it told you what A was, it told you what B was, correct? Okay, so let's do the next one. There were 20 bacteria in a petri dish. After 12 days, there were approximately 40,000. What are our two first points?
0, 2, and then 12.
How about 0.20?
Oh, 0, 20, and then 12, 440,000.
We okay with that?
Yep. Wow.
So it would start off being y equals 20 b to the x, right? And then we're going to do this 440 equals 20 b to the 12. So what will we do first? And we would get what? Okay. Then we need to raise it to the what?
112.
So what we do on one side, we got to do on the other side. So we got B equals, what is 22,000 raised to the 112th? It is. Type it in and find out. No, you can just do it on a calculator. 2.30075 to the x. We okay with that? And we could have plugged that into our list and spreadsheets and done that as well. As a matter of fact, if you will go to your lists and spreadsheets right now and replace those 2 points with these 2 points, it will update that information for you. You won't have to do all the statistics and stuff again. It will update. You might have to tell it, okay, when it tells you some stuff, but you broke it?
I didn't break it.
Okay, we doing okay? Okay, so who's got it in list and spreadsheets? Go put it in your list and spreadsheets. Now I'm going to show you something else to do.
What we just did.
We got it in listen. Okay, now I want you to hit Control Add a Page, which is Control Doc. I want to add a graph. Arrow up, it'll be there, push enter. No? Oh, okay. I want you to notice our next question says how many bacteria were present in 2 days. That means x equals 2. So let's do menu, trace, graph trace, and 2, enter.
I'm lost. Yeah, I'm really. Yeah, I wasn't there.
Okay, so you've gone to all this trouble to get the point, right? So why are we going to go there?
Mine says 106 too.
Okay, so say that we got radioactive isotopes decay with time. The half-life of a 200-gram sample is 10 years. Half-life. What in the world do you think half-life is? Half a life. So I've probably already passed my half-life. I'm 53. Am I going to live to be 106? Probably not. I'm thinking not so much. Nope, I don't want to do it. That sounds great, but no. Okay, there's still something on the screen. Stop it. Okay, so now, how do we write this then? Do we have a starting point? Very good. It's starting off at 200 grams, right? So we have a 0, 200. What would be our other one? 10 years would be the half-life. So what would it be? Excuse me? Thank you. Half of its life is gone. The 200 cut in half. Half-life.
Oh, got it.
So here we go. Our starting point is at 200 b to the x, correct? So then we're going to go over here on the side and we're going to do, whoops. We're going to type 100 equals 200 b to the 10 years later, right? What happens when I divide both of those by 200?
So basically it's a 1/2.
Yeah, b to the 10th. Now what do I do?
You raise it to the 1/10.
And what I do on one side, I got to do on the other. So b equals, plug it in your calculator.
I don't want to.
Okay. I'll get you a head start. 2 to the 6 is 64. It's going to get real big real fast. What?
It says the half-life of 200 is 10 years.
Yes.
0.933.
What?
What's the 20?
0.933. Because it's to the 1/10.
Oh, what? Oh, like so right. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so now it says, what quantity will you have after 50 years? Now, keep in mind, if we had plugged in our list of spreadsheets, we'd have the graph and we'd be able to do it this way. But since we have it, we're going to plug it in this way. Is the 50 years a Y or an X value?
No, why?
Yes.
Isn't 10 years, 0 years, so 50 years? Okay, now go to your calculator. 200 times 0.99933 raised to the 50th. Yeah. $6.23896. Okay, so now let's actually answer this question. What will the quantity will you have? Okay, after 50 years, that's fine. Grams? We okay with that? You guys? Okay, so that's our start. We're going to do the second half of that tomorrow.